All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle a question that, let's be honest, is on everyone's mind. Is AI coming for your job? And to get past all the hype and the speculation, we're going to break down a new, really comprehensive report from Microsoft that might just have the answer. So, yeah, this is the big one, isn't it? It's a question that's got people feeling everything from super excited to, pretty anxious in offices and on work sites all over the world. But instead of just guessing, we're going to follow the data. So, where are we getting our info today? Well, it all comes from this recent, incredibly detailed report from Microsoft. Think of it like a map for the near future, showing us which jobs are most exposed to AI and, just as importantly, which ones are likely to be safe.
Okay, but hold on. Before we just jump into the lists of safe jobs and at-risk jobs, we've got to understand the how. I mean, how on earth do you put a number on something as huge and complicated as AI's impact on a whole career?
Well, they came up with this system they call an applicability score. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a vulnerability score. It's a way to measure how easily the main tasks of a job could be handled, or maybe even completely taken over by an AI. Super simple. The higher the score, the more vulnerable the job.
And this is where things get really interesting and maybe a little counterintuitive. You think the highest risk jobs would be, simple, repetitive physical stuff, right? Nope. Instead, it's the jobs built on digital work. Things like writing, analyzing data, research, communication. Basically, the very heart of what we call modern knowledge work.
So that brings us right to our first group. These are the jobs that the report says are right there on the digital frontline, the ones most exposed to this huge AI shift. Okay, take a look at this list. Now, this is just a handful of examples from a much longer list. But you can see the theme pretty clearly, right? Translators, writers, data scientists. These are all jobs that are about creating, processing, and shuffling around information. The work happens on a screen, which, makes it prime territory for an AI to jump in. And look, this isn't just some academic exercise. This is real. The report points out something pretty sobering. Microsoft itself recently laid off over 15,000 employees, and they talked about needing to be more efficient. That number? Wow. It's a huge reminder that this isn't some far-off future thing. It's happening now.
Okay, but that's only one side of the coin. The report also dives deep into the other end of the spectrum, the jobs where AI just kind of hits a wall, and where the human advantage is still, a really big deal.
So now check out this list. Totally different picture, right? Surgical assistants, fire chiefs, concrete finishers, roofers, mechanics. You see the pattern here. We've jumped from the digital world straight into the physical one. And this is really the key. For all the amazing things AI can do with data and text, it's clumsy in the real, messy physical world. All of these jobs need hands-on skills, the ability to adapt to unpredictable situations on the fly, and a kind of manual dexterity that, honestly, our current tech is just nowhere near mastering. We're talking years away, maybe even decades. So when you put those two groups of jobs next to each other, you see it. You see the single biggest takeaway from this whole Microsoft report. It's like this massive split, a great divide that's basically drawing a new map for the future of work.
Yeah, this lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got the jobs that are most at risk, and they're all about digital tasks, information, and data. And on the other side, you've got the safer jobs, for now, and they're all about physical labor and hands-on skill. It really is the world of bits and bytes versus the world of atoms and muscle. And the report doesn't pull any punches. It says it right there. Information worker professions are the ones getting hit the hardest. I mean, here's a pretty good gut check for yourself. If the main thing you produce at your job can be attached to an email or saved as a file, you're probably in that group that's most exposed to this AI shift. So, what does all this mean? It leaves us with a huge critical question. Now that we see this great divide, where should we be focusing our energy? What skills should we be learning? Is the future all about skills that blend our human creativity with AI tools, or are we going to see a huge new value placed on physical trades, the stuff that AI just can't do? That, right there, is the billion-dollar question that this whole report leaves us with.